want to cut across to the latest that is emanating from the Home Minister's residence. High-level meeting which included the IB chief, the Delhi Police Commissioner and members of the NIA has just about concluded a short while ago. What we've been given to understand, the meeting lasted about an hour and attended by the Home Secretary, the IB Chief, the Delhi Police Commissioner, the NIA Director General, the NSG Director General and the DGP as well of Jammu and Kashmir, along with officials from the Home Ministry. The Home Minister was apprised and stock taking, and also now questions were also addressed on the current security situation. Many cities, including Delhi, continue to be on high alert. Was there or are there more sleeper cells? Is there another terrorist out there? Are explosives still out there? All those questions where immediate security situation is concerned. There was definitely a security lapse. That question needs to be addressed. At one end, viewers, one can look at it and say, and it is true, that an attack such as this, which we had seen very often in UPA years, has happened after many, many years. One doesn't even remember when was a terror attack like this ever witnessed. But when it comes to terror, one attack is one too many. While there will be a certain section which will say that one doesn't quite speak of the hundreds of terror attacks that are foiled and busted, and the focus then comes into and remains that one terror attack that was actually orchestrated. But when you look at that, the sheer fact that there has been a terror attack in the heart of the national capital, which in all probability is now a suicide attack, questions need to be answered. This was nothing but a massive security lapse, and we will mince no words saying it. Yes, there was a terror module that was busted, which could have led to a series of more attacks, more blasts, possibly the use of weaponry in terms of an AK-57 that was recovered from Saharanpur, Uttar Pradesh. Yes, that could have happened, but this should not have happened. 9 lives, innocent lives, have been lost in the bargain. I want to bring in my colleague Aishwarya on the phone line, or joining us live right now. Aishwarya, can you quickly elucidate for us the meeting just concluded at Home Minister's residence? What clearly was discussed was the current security situation. What more can you add?
Well, Preeti, from what we are understanding at the moment, all the agencies have been asked to work in tandem. So that is the crucial point, and that is something that Home Minister Amit Shah has been focusing on. Very clear instructions have been given. You all need to work together. The focus now is finding out how did this car laden with so much actually went unnoticed. So that's something that needs to be cleared as soon as possible. And also, where did these people come from? And also, is there some kind of connection with regards to the raid that took place almost 24 hours ago? All the other states also now need to be on very high alert. If there is anything that the agencies need to share, everything needs to come at a central position. So all these agencies now need to work together. Jammu and Kashmir, that state also now needs to make sure that they keep a hawk's eye on the movement of everyone. You need to go through each and every detail, what has happened at least over the past 15 days. Make sure that you do not miss anything. Very, very clear instruction coming in from Home Minister Amit Shah. Work in tandem. The focus is very clear. Find out the clear picture as soon as possible, and then the next course of action will be
news
taken.
News also coming in right now, Aishwarya. That Cabinet Committee on Security, the CCS, will be meeting tomorrow at 5:30, so a high-level meeting as well. If today it is the Home Minister meeting, the top security officials taking stock of the current security across major cities in Delhi. Tomorrow could possibly be a discussion on how India will react to this, with the CCS taking place at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. What more can you add?
Well, CCS obviously is the top body. What needs to be done next? That is a crucial thing that we will see coming out tomorrow. The government at the moment, but still, Preeti, let me tell you, is tight-lipped. We are not seeing a lot of information trickling in at the moment. The focus is to get a clear picture. What exactly has happened, and can this happen in the next coming days, not in the national capital, but in any other state? So that is something that is now the focus. We will see the very crucial CCS meeting also taking place at 5:30. They will take a what needs to be done next? That is something that the CCS will now decide. And we also saw how the last time the CCS took place, it was just before Operation Sindoor happened. And now we will see the government taking a very firm stand. And also the investigation so far, what has come to the fore is also something that will be discussed in the CCS tomorrow. Preeti. So what we know at the moment so far, the CCS, the crucial CCS will now take place at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. What has happened so far, the CCS will be told about it and what needs to be done next. Very clear instructions coming in from the government of India, the Prime Minister. He's been having key meetings. He had meetings late last night. The message very, very clear. Get to the bottom of this. How did such a big security lapse actually take place? Apart from that, what now needs to be done next? In fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi just a couple of minutes spoke in Bhutan and said that it's with a very heavy heart that he's come to Bhutan, but also in the same breath gave out a very stern message, a clear warning, and said that justice will be delivered. The government now very keenly looking at connecting all the dots, and that is exactly what Home Minister Amit Shah has been doing at least over the past 12 hours. He's now given out very clear instructions. There was a high-level meeting that took place at his house. All the heads, all of them sat together and they all decided that now, from going forward, they all need to work in tandem, also need to make sure that they connect all the dots. A clear picture now needs to emerge as soon as possible. What needs to be done next? This is something that will be decided in the CCS next.
Okay.
The CCS will be meeting at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Right.
What now needs to be done? So that's something that will be decided, Preeti.
All right, all eyes on the CCS. That's the top level body where the government is concerned. Two meetings have happened, viewers. Number one, with the Home Minister and the top investigative agencies heads there, including the Delhi Police Commissioner, the NIA Chief, the IB Chief, and the Police Commissioner of Jammu and Kashmir, all meeting in. A larger understanding, was this just limited to what happened yesterday? Many cities are on high alert. Are there more sleeper cells? All of that needs to be addressed. On the other hand, tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. the CCS is meeting. This meeting will reflect on what will be India's course of action, because yesterday's terror attack now clearly pointing towards tying into the larger terror module that was busted, with the footprint emerging of the Jaish-e-Mohammed. Jaish-e-Mohammed traces its roots to Pakistan, Bahawalpur, and all pieces of evidence pointing towards Pakistan. On the ongoing operation of Operation Sindoor, there was a fine line in the sand that was drawn in the name of terror, where our Prime Minister had said any act of terror will be an act of war, and there will be no distinguishing between terrorists and the state if an act like this happens. So of course it's a matter of investigation. The loose ends need to be tied in, but if the dots join to Pakistan, how will India react? And that possibly could be one question that India will grapple with the CCS tomorrow.